Everyone, Jason and Alicia here with you on this Wednesday. We are halfway through the week, and this morning not starting off too bad outside.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all, but unfortunately by the time folks wake up, it's going to start to already feel chilly, or no? How long is it sticking around?
It depends. It's going to be like that 8, 9, so you're going to drop off the kids at school. I think that's at what, 7:45? It's probably not going to be cold yet. And then by the time recess rolls around, it's going to be like 30 degrees colder, and I'm not exaggerating. Weather whiplash today. That is the story for sure. Be prepared for that. We'll have a few snow showers in there, but I think the temperature drop is the main concern. And we will see a thaw this weekend. If you have not enjoyed the past week and a half of cold, we got good weather for you. We also have a wind advisory that's new this morning. This is through the day, really the afternoon and evening. We'll see winds mainly at around 30 miles per hour. We could see a few gusts in western Minnesota around 50. So where's the front? It's in Brainerd. Look at these winds starting to pick up here. So it's all tracking south. We'll take a look at when this hits us in your forecast. Alicia.
Much appreciated. Let's give you a look at the roads. A live crash right here, Highway 10 eastbound. This is as you're entering Mounds View area from Blaine. It's between 93rd Avenue and 35W. So just a heads up for this. It's not causing any slowdowns. We'll show you the map. No other crashes slowing things down. But I do want to show you a crash from earlier this morning. So take a look at your screen. See a vehicle there starting to spin out just as they enter 94 westbound. And yeah, then they crash into the wall there. You can see it here again in slow motion. They looked like they were driving normal speeds from the video. It just shows you just how slick things can get, especially around those bends, those ramps, those bridges, overpasses. They get a little extra slick even when we're at the freezing mark this morning. So just a heads up, give yourself a few extra minutes and take it slow.
Very good advice this morning. Let's turn to our top story here at 6 a.m. We are tracking new details in the massive rescues on frozen lakes in Woodbury earlier this week.
Yeah, we do have some brand new video showing how big the response was. This rescue happened around 4:30 Monday afternoon on Markgraf's Lake. Police say a 12-year-old girl and a 16-year-old boy fell through the ice. We're told the girl is doing better, but the boy is still in intensive care.
Now, a second rescue happened on Wilmus Lake earlier that day. Audrey Russo is joining us live in Woodbury now with more. Audrey.
Yeah, Jason and Alicia, good morning to you. 3 people pulled out of 2 separate lakes in a matter of hours, including Markgraf's Lake here behind me. Made for certainly a hectic day for Woodbury Fire, especially given the fact that the last time they did an ice rescue before this week was 20 years ago. Now, fortunately, this time around, they had some new technology to help them out. Take a look at this video. This was from that first rescue on Monday on Wilmus Lake. You can see that highlighter colored boat pulling a man out of the water. Fire officials tell us that that boat can actually inflate in just about 2 minutes, so that can help them pull someone out of harm's way a little bit more quickly. But even with that technology, the second rescue of the day on Monday here on Markgraf's Lake, that one took a little bit longer. They pulled that 12-year-old girl out in about 15 minutes. The 16-year-old boy took a little bit more effort. And if you think 15 minutes is quick, well, you better think again, because fire officials say that hypothermia in those temperatures can set in about 5 minutes. And that poses a risk not only for the person in the water, but for the dive crews wearing those cold suits trying to get them out.
An ice rescue is a dangerous thing, not only for the person who goes in the lake, but for the rescuers. So one of the pieces of advice we have for people is if you do have an individual, a friend that goes in the lake, don't try to rescue them. That's like running into a burning building to try to save them.
And that's one piece of advice amid a whole host of guidance that officials are giving people this season about frozen lakes. Coming up in about 30 minutes, we'll hear more from the DNR on how you can stay safe. But for now, Jason, Alicia, I'll send things back to you.
Gotta be careful out there. Audrey Russo reporting live. Thank you. We have new details this morning on breaking news we brought you on Sunrise yesterday morning. A Robbinsdale woman killed in a fire at an apartment, a home to low-income seniors and people with disabilities. The building in the 4300 block of Robbins Landing is just a few blocks from downtown Robbinsdale. Firefighters rescued the woman from her third-floor apartment, but she ended up dying at the scene. That fire was contained to one apartment, but a few other units had water damage. Those living there described the chaotic scene to escape.
Didn't get scared until I went to the actual fire escape door, and then I opened it, and then the smoke came out, and then I got a little scared because I'm like, maybe I'm trapped, because some people were either in walkers or they weren't as immobile, and so like a lot of the fire people, they had to carry people out, and we have about 7 floors.